back to another episode. Happy Monday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, it is on fire right now. Okay? This is insane what's happening right now. Obviously, it was a little too quiet for the Sideshow Con. I feel like this was the worst one ever. But then, of course, Hot Toys comes out of left field and destroys everybody's wallet all at the same time. Except Rob Garcia, he doesn't really collect. So, guys, it's going to get insane. So, we're going to be here a while, guys. Strap it on, in the words of Luch. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. It is going to get nuts. So let's see who's in here real quickly, guys, so we can get started right away. Also, very, 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 very interesting stuff that was shown. One specific thing that was announced that was something, two things that are very, 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 very interesting, very, very unexpected, and two things that were never made. One was supposed to be made, was never made. The second one, the other one just never happened. So let's see who's in the house, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, guys. Thank you guys for being here. There's 15 of you guys in here. We got Rudy in the house. I think this is the first time Rudy's first on the comment. Welcome, welcome. Rudy was another one that said, he's like, oh, wallet's safe. I don't think he's getting much. I think he was waiting on the what do you call it? On the Sam figure sculpted. Ron, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Also, Ron, I want to say thank you for being active in the group, for liking pictures and commenting. So I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Not everybody's like you. That's why I'm bringing this up, and that's why I'm making sure that you get your credit, my friend. Rudy says, Ripley 2.0 Power Loader does 2.0, Penguin Catwoman, all incoming. Remember, heard it here first. Guys, so this would be plausible if Rudy collected. If he was part of the collectors community, I would take this somewhat seriously. But because he's really not involved anymore, there's no backup for this, right? He has no proof of this. He can't tell me, well, the reason why I'm telling you this is because of this and this and this. This is crazy talk coming from a non-collector. Makes sense. Oh my God, Rudy. I think Rudy's he's gonna have to come back on stream very soon to defend himself. That's the only way I'm gonna force him back on stream, where he has to defend himself. Oh my God. Wouldn't be surprised if they show the prototype 2. Carla, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome, welcome. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 20 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let's see. I'm a little sleepy. This guy. Can you imagine being sleepy at 8 p.m.? Unreal. Unbelievable. Bo!
How you doing?
Death Stranding figure of the year. Call the cops if you don't like it. Yeah, that figure looks incredible. That figure looks very good. And shockingly, Artisan. I did not expect that Artisan at all. And it is a perfect example of what I was trying to tell you guys on Saturday regarding Hot Toys doesn't really do first-time figures Artisan. Right? Remember, I was trying to get to that. Like, how many figures have they really done the first-time Artisan? Which I said, what? Moon Knight was never done with a head sculpt the first time. Right? So that doesn't count. Right? Now they came out with a second Moon Knight. with a head sculpt, Artisan, right? And then Mr. Knight with the same head sculpt, non-Artisan. So that situation there that I just mentioned, right, with the Moon Knight doesn't really count. But what was the other example that I had mentioned on Saturday? Right, so we have now Sam. Sam being sculpted, being rooted is, again, it is what it is. That's what Hot Toys decided to do. That's what it is. The thing is, they don't really do that, but they've done it a couple times already, right? So what does that mean to me? It means that that's not something for me to try to guess in the future, because clearly, if it's a brand new figure that they never made before, it is always a possibility that they'll make it into Artisan, being the very first figure released. So clearly that doesn't really matter anymore. Oh my God. That's Sam. Yep. I'm telling you, that figure is gonna be great. Great figure. But Kane, big chap. We're gonna get into all that. Christian, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello!
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 23 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here. We got 2.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, my friend. Cassandra in the house. Welcome.
I'm doing.
Nice to see you. Welcome. Yes, guys, hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, guys. We got Ash in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Big Dog says, Big Dog.
I'm doing.
I think the Fantastic Four team will destroy them all. Just those 4? Well, it's going to be like 6, but yeah, that's crazy. Ash, get ready for more reveals from Deadpool and Wolverine. Where is Ballerina Eve McCart? We're going to get into that also, Big Dog, which I've already spoken on, but we're going to get into that as well. Lou!
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Says, what up, my masterful collectors? How about it? The new Predator trailer dropped today. Yeah, he watches TV, guys. He doesn't really collect, but he watches TV. It's such a dork. Oh my God. Joe, my friend, welcome.
Hello!
Hello, everyone. Is it me or does it reek of garlic in here? Guys, hit the like button, please. Please. Hello, Joe. You collecting this week or following the Luch model? Actually, it looks like Luch has been copying Joe's model, because Joe gets figures for 99 cents and Canadian cents, and Luch is still paying over 100 USD. So who's getting the better deals? Joe. So even being a garlic knot, Luch is still the biggest peasant garlic knot. Can you imagine? Being such a peasant? We got the non-collector in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
What up, collectors? Hope everyone's doing well. Checking in if I don't respond. I was not unable to tie it up. Yeah, this is what happens, guys, when you're busy not collecting, and then you stop in to say, hey, guys, I'm still here collecting, but you're really not collecting. Oh, my God, Rob. We got Sean in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Welcome. Hello there. Where are the clones for Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary? Let's see who else is in here. Oh, oh my God, I'm being optimistic, Ash. Yeah, guys, don't listen to Rudy. You guys know that Rudy hasn't even been around. Okay, he hasn't even been around at all. Now all of a sudden he's the call out veteran. This was coming, guys, and you cannot. If somebody doesn't collect in this community, how can it be taken seriously? If you're not involved with the community, how can you be taken seriously? Okay. Impossible. How do you go from getting an entire room of module cases to be like, just kidding, guys, I quit? Disgusting. Disgusting. Gilbert, my friend, welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Bless the gods, this guy. I collect. What do you say? I collect. I don't know. Oh my god, guys! If you see Rob in the groups, okay, talking about my wallet is safe. Guys, if you see Rob, okay, pay attention because this will happen. If you see Rob in the groups talking about my wallet is safe, all you need to do is comment below and just say, finally, you're retired. Oh my God, Rob. We need to make sure Rudy does not get his hands on the nuclear button. Yeah, exactly. He gets too exactly. Unbelievable. Unreal. I appreciate Rob because even though he's retired, he makes special appearance. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, you know what? For being so correct. For being so correct. Oh my God. All right, guys. So let's get started right away because like I said, we're gonna be here a while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with everything that is posted on the Hot Toys Facebook page, right? Everything that's already up. Nothing is up on Sideshow yet, besides the RSVPs. There's an RSVP for 3 items already, so go check them. A bunch of things aren't up yet, even for RSVP. So just make sure you go in RSVP for the ones that are up, which again, like I said, it's about 3 of them. So let's get started with the first one, and then, like I said, we're gonna get into what's all over the Facebook page, the Instagram Hong Kong, Hot Toys Hong Kong Instagram page. So, as you can see, guys, a Mark III suit up version. I told you guys that this is gonna be the new stuff. I told you they're gonna do this with as many marks that they can. Right? It is easy money for them to do this. The one thing I don't like about these suit up figures is they're pretty much statues, right? They're very, very fancy, intricate statues. That's what they are, right? You get full articulation from the arms and the legs, but that's it, right? A lot of these pieces are magnetic, right? You literally just place them on and the figures are supposed to stay there. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Silver Centurion is the most boring figure, suit up version figure. The worst. Boring, and I don't mean the worst as in, how the figure is, nothing like that. The figure is great, the figure is perfect. As a figure, being a statue sucks. Another thing that sucks about these figures is they're very expensive because they're die-cast for what they are. So we're buying full-blown die-cast Iron Man figures to be in a museum pose, to be in a statue pose, right? And I don't mean just leaving it standing there. Fully loaded, fully dressed, it'll stand there. That's just, it's all it's going to do with all the compartments looking like they're moving. That's the new moneymaker for Hot Toys. Not so much the Iron Man. The Iron Man are coming left and right. It's the suit up versions. They're very expensive. They don't do much. They're great figures. But to me, out of everything that came out, this was the least exciting one out of everything. Because again, I already know what this is about. We got the suit up Mark V. We got the Silver Centurion. We got the there was another suit up version. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, there's another suit up. If somebody knows in the chat, please let me know. But the Mark II, right, has the flaps. It's not a suit up, but it has the flaps opening and closing as if it was a suit up version. Because remember, that Mark specifically, during that test mode, it was opening and closing all the flaps to make sure everything was functional before that first flight. So that's why that has those features like this. But this is obviously something different. So now regarding the actual figures, you can see this is all you're going to get, right? You get knee bend and you get an elbow bend. That is it. That is the entire figure. There's not much else you're really going to want to do with it because it is not that type of figure. It is just meant to look like the suit is coming on the body or getting onto the body. That's it. So you're not going to be in full battle mode or trying to fight somebody while the suit is trying to get on you. So that's why these figures are, boring as hell. When I tell you, I have so far everything that they made regarding these suit ups, I have them, and I'm telling you, they're very, very boring. Now, the one exciting thing about this is we get a half a head sculpt like we used to get back in the day, right? Remember, they stopped doing this for a while because we started getting full head sculpts. Now, they're not going to give us another Mark III with another Tony Stark full head sculpt, so they had to switch it up a little bit. Now, the difference with this head sculpt here is that we get the rolling eyes for it, which before we had never gotten a half of a helmeted head sculpt with rolling eyes, with a rolling eye feature. So that is brand new to this figure. Remember that the Mark II and even the Mark III, right? The Mark III was a full head sculpt, bad battle damage, oh bloody, but it was a head sculpt. Mark II, which again, these two were the last ones made out of the 1 through 7 line. So full head sculpt for 3, full head sculpt for 2. So this is something new that they're doing for this. Silver Centurion, same concept, right? Half a head sculpt, no rolling eyes. We weren't at that level of figure making during the Silver Centurion release. So again, as you can see, anything that a figure can do, this figure is going to do it. But because of the type of figure that it is, it's going to be, it's going to be all opened up like this. So that's what I'm saying. You're not going to be, making it into battle poses with the suit and the flaps all opened up. It doesn't even make sense. So that's why it's like, So not exciting for me. It looks great, beautiful. I'm still getting this thing. You better believe it. But it is not exciting at all whatsoever. Another thing that doesn't make it exciting. Now we're up to, I believe, like 5. Not really 5, but it feels like 5 Mark IIIs, right? We got Coca-Cola. We got the standard, the MMS. We got, what was the other Mark III? There was another Mark III. I don't know if it was black and gold. No, there was another Mark III. Somebody tell me what the other Mark III was. And now we have a 4th. So 4 so far. That's ridiculous. That is redundant. That is annoying. Why do we need 4 Mark IIIs? For what? I understand the Pepsi. I get that. Cool. Different, variant to utilize the suit in a different color. That's no problem. I don't mind that. Give us the MMS. Give us the Coca-Cola. Cool. We don't need a suit-up version of this. Again, they're very cool. They're very nice. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. Look at what's happening to the Silver Centurion on Sideshow right now.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
For whatever reason, they're not doing well. Look at the Mark V suit-up version right now and tell me how it's doing.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
The suit-up, the Mark V suit-up version is a completely different conversation than this Mark III. Why? Remember that the Mark V was the racer suit on a Tony body, and then you put the pieces on top of the figure. So it's not this, right? That figure wasn't die-cast. It was literally magnetic panels on the figure. But that wasn't die-cast. This here, though, is a full die-cast figure, just, with those panels opening up. We got a super chat from Ash. Thank you, my friend. He says, I lost faith in Hot Toys. I lost faith in you, Fab. No Wolverine. No more Deadpool drops. It's over. Ash, my friend, I have some good news for you. Okay? I have some good news. But first and foremost.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
So, like you just heard, Ash, you know, the non-experienced, non-collecting Rudy talking about there's more Deadpool and Wolverine announcements. Don't listen to people like that. Like I said, they're not even really involved. They don't really know what's going on. So don't let somebody like that hype you all up and get you all excited, and then you end up what? You end up like this. After listening to somebody like Rudy, you end up like this. Oh my God. Oh, Ash. Soon, my friend. Very soon. Very, very soon. I hope when they make Kane for Robocop, they actually make a screen. Oh no, I told the guys already. Just wait till the figure. They haven't unveiled the entire figure yet. That's not the figure. That's just one shot of the figure. The figure, wait till you see the weapons. Wait till you see the attachments. Wait till you see the screen. I can guarantee you they're most likely going to give us different magnetic plates to give him different. Remember, because he was very animated in the screen, right? Remember, when he was talking, right? He would be making like crazy faces, or when he was dying at the end, he was bugging out. So I believe that just like when we get a figure, we get a head, we get the mouthpieces, right? We get multiple mouthpieces to give it different expressions. I think what's going to happen is we're going to get magnetic little squares that are just going to stick to when the flaps open on the screen. And I don't want to get into the whole figure yet, but just so you know what's coming. Because again, I already told the guys, as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait till they unveil the entire figure. It's going to be insane. We're going to have light up functions, light up features. Don't sleep on that figure. And again, the price, it's about like $400, almost $500. So that thing's going to be epic. Let's see. Miguel, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello!
Parcero, how you doing, player? Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. No uncarded. He doesn't know. Uncarded doesn't really know. Uncarded, how are you, my friend? I don't know if I saw you, but let's say hello to Uncarded. Let's go, JND, Kojin Bank, Robert Joker. This guy. Guys, if you don't know yet, Uncarded is the new inner veteran. So now he's trying to see if he could become the JND veteran as well. We got a super chat from Michael. Look at this guy. Good evening, collectors. Happy Monday. Sorry for running late. Personal family matter to them, to Fabs. You can get started now. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. How many Mark III collectors does it take to fully light up a detail? Exactly. No, I'm telling you, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I don't know why I'm blanking out on the second Mark III. I know there's another Mark III. There's an MMS, the standard. Then there's a Coca-Cola. And there's two more. This one that just got announced, and there's another one. So I don't know what the other one is. I can't remember right now. I don't know if it was the black and gold, because I think the black and gold was a Mark 7, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what I'm saying. Sideshow will be shipping Scarlet Witch Artisan Edition. Don't know if I should cancel. Let me tell you something. If you're buying it retail, do not cancel that. I'm going to tell you why. I bought it on toysforkiddos.com, right? Not for retail, obviously. So I paid about like $800 for her. If you could get her for retail, and she's dropping. This is where I was going. She's dropping already. So what I paid for, it's already less than that. So if you could get her for retail, which you're not going to be able to get it cheaper than retail, get it. Hold on to it if you don't want it. Trade for something that you need. but do not cancel. And this is one thing I'm going to tell you guys. Don't ever cancel your Artisan stuff. I don't care how bad you think it is. I don't care how somebody will want it. If you got it for retail specifically, somebody will want it for that price if you're not going to be a scumbag and try to make money on it. Obviously, that's a different story, but you could always, help somebody out with it. You could always trade with it, but don't cancel that stuff, guys. I just think it's crazy. Number one, not everybody gets one, right? So you were lucky enough to get one for retail. Why would you do that and get rid of it? And then what do you have? At least get it and then either help somebody out yourself or use it, trade it, sell it. But don't cancel it. Don't cancel it. Let's see. Ernesto in here? I didn't see Ernesto. Oh, Ernesto, my friend. Welcome. I didn't even see you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. Way too many. Yeah, no, it's just redundant with these Mark IIIs. Again, I don't mind. You guys know I get every single Iron Man. I love my Iron Man figures, but it's like the same mark over. Again, the repaint is one thing, right? The Coca-Cola, cool. We don't need a suit up of a Mark III. We don't at all. And again, one thing that I love about the Iron Man figures, and I'm assuming everybody, is when we get the full head sculpts. We don't need to go backward. And again, it's necessary for that look. I understand. That's why it's happening. We don't need to go backwards to get half helmeted head sculpts like we did in the very beginning of Hot Toys, because that's all we ever got. It was very rare that we got a full head sculpt, in the beginning. Then we did, like, for example, the Mark III plastic, I believe, was the very first one that came with a head sculpt. And if it wasn't the Mark III, it was the Mark III 2.0. Mark III battle damage, not 2.0, Mark III battle damage. That was a specific SKU for that plastic Mark III that came with a funky head sculpt. So we were getting head sculpts. They were just not, the greatest, but not everything was getting head sculpt. They were actually giving us more of these half-plated head sculpts in the helmets than anything else, Gold chrome. Oh, that's right. There you go. Thank you. Oh my God. I knew there was something else. Coca-Cola repaint Mark III. The standard MMS Mark III with the battle damage pieces and the standard clean pieces and the head battle damage head sculpt. Gold Mark III. Suit up Mark III. We don't need 4. We don't need 4. We don't need 4. That's why I said, am I getting this? You better believe it. I am not going to pre-order this by any means whatsoever. Absolutely not. I am good. I will find this at some point. I am in no rush to have another Mark III doing what? Opening the flaps for what? Again, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Look at that. Very classy figure. The base, right? The Mark II base that we're getting again, as you can see. Right? Remember, the Mark II was all chrome. This is red and gold. But as you can see here, so we got leg armor with 2 display modes. So again, showing off all the opening stuff. So you could even do the bottom half opened or both thigh and leg open. It's all boring, guys. It's all boring. See? Either they're partly open like the Mark III we have already or fully open. Again, very cool. It is not that serious. Forearm armor with 3 display modes. Again, we've gotten this. You got the clean, you got the shield, and you got the rocket. Nothing new here. So again, unnecessary. We got, again, the base. This is the 5th base. The entire Flash line came with these bases. Mark II came with this base with these attachments specifically on it. Just everything was chrome, silver chrome, but this is nothing new here again. And then that's it. The separate rolling eyes, which is the new feature, right? The brand new feature of this half helmeted head sculpts. That is the new regarding this figure, period. Nothing else. So how exciting is this for me? It is not at all. And you guys know that I buy everything. Now, you got the special edition metal collectible card with display case. That's going to be cool. I mean, it is what it is with these special edition things, but that's the least of your problems with the figure. So again, as you can see, all the light up functions just like the original one. Everything's exactly the same besides the opening, compartments that make it suit up. That's it. Anybody excited for this figure? Please let me know in the chat. Anybody not getting this figure? Let me see. We need to correct that. Let me tell you something. I'm completely out of quarter scale. I don't plan on buying any quarter scale ever again. They take up way too much space. It's not even about the money because, it is what it is, but the space, right? Those bases, the quarter scale Mando, the quarter scale Boba, right? Those massive deluxe bases that it comes with, they take up way too much space. So I am done with quarter scale. But let me tell you something. A quarter scale War Machine would blow everybody's socks off. A Mark 1, because that is the most bulky, the most rugged one. A Mark 1 War Machine, I think I would have to come back into quarter scale for that, just for that. Because I can tell you right now, owning, the marks that they made, the Mark, what was it? The Mark 3, the Mark 4. No, I don't have the Mark 4. The Mark 3, the Mark 42, the Mark 47, I believe they made. So all of these marks that they made, humongous. A War Machine is even bigger than your standard, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5 Iron Man. The whole suit is just bulkier, wider, bigger, just humongous. That thing would be epic. The machine gun, the minigun, the thing would be epic. So absolutely. But again, if you pay attention, Hot Toys hasn't really gotten into quarter scale that much. The last quarter scale that I remember them talking about, making a big deal about, was that golden Mark III quarter scale that there was something 1,000, 1,500 made or something like that, 1,000 made. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And you guys know I jump on anything exclusive and everything exclusive. I was done with quarter scale when that happened. So that War Machine would be a great figure. Great figure. I can't see anyone else playing Tony Stark other than RDJ. Don't do it. Don't do it, Faz. No, Faz. Don't make Rudy mad. He was stuck in a banning spree. Oh my god. My wallet is very safe with Robocop stuff. Yeah, no. Rob Garcia's wallet is safe with everything Hot Toys. RoboCane is coming home, and now Robo 2 as well. The color is very cool. RoboCane will pair nicely with your do-bag. Yeah, the do-bag that I'll get from Mike. Mike, hold on to my do-bag, please. Fab, it wasn't Rudy. It's me saying not coming. I hear tonight, then no Wolverine next week. Oh, it's tonight, no Wolverine. I am done. I'm telling you, don't listen to Rudy. Rudy doesn't really know much, okay? Rudy hasn't even collected since module cases came in, so don't listen to Rudy. All he's gonna do is get you all excited, and then you're gonna be all deflated. So don't do it. Ken is probably coming with the canister of no. Absolutely, you got, like I said, the figure is not unveiled yet. We haven't seen the full reveal of the figure yet. So don't think that was it. Just that metal, image that you saw. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Miguel says, "Yo, go look at my guy. Yes, fair. Yes, it's fair. But wouldn't screw fellows. No, it's up to you. Whatever you decide to do with the figure that you paid for, it's your problem. I'm just saying to give that up, right? You were lucky out of all those, whatever, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, whatever her number is. You were lucky enough to be one of those collectors. I wasn't. I had to go pay 800 for it, right? So think about that. People were overpaying for her. You got her for retail. It doesn't get any better than that. Why give that up is my point. So I would never do that. That's what I'm telling you. Do anything else you want with it. It's painful to see somebody who just paid 800, somebody gets it for 400. It's like, I don't really want it. It's like, what do you mean? So that's how I think. But you could do whatever you want. Yeah, Fat, did you see how you Twitch? It is not what you sent me. So stop. Here we go. Guys, do not see. Like I knew it. Guys, don't listen to him. He wants to be the inner veteran again. Her price is dropping just like both Artisan and Annie saw. Dark Side Artisan for $850. And still, hell no, damn, I feel bad for. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they were going down. Which, like I said, it was only a matter of time. And I literally just said this Saturday, the moment they come out with a new one, it's over. It's over because nobody's gonna want the other two. I mean, some people are still gonna want them, hoping that they get them cheaper now if they decide to make a new one. But you know, that's what it is. Hot Toys. Anybody buying Hot Toys, hoping that you're going to make some type of money at some point, you are delusional. You may get some money out of certain pieces, right, that are very expensive at the moment. But the majority, Marvel stuff, garbage, all of it, garbage. I'm hoping to get the entire Guardians of the Galaxy 3 line for like $200, you know? Fab, wait till they start doing Dooms. Correct. We already got the comic book version of Doctor Doom, right? The one that was in pre-order a few months ago. We're going to get a movie version. And I can tell you, depending on what happens in that movie, we may get a couple of versions of Doctor Doom. Maybe a clean, maybe a battle damage, right? There's got to be two versions of him, I'm assuming, you know, because remember, they got to utilize that. So look what they did with Wolverine, Yellow Wolverine, then TVA Wolverine. So they're going to have to utilize, especially Doom. They got to utilize something from it again, you know. Just says, never mind, Iron Man, make Marty DeLorean. They just did old DeLoreans. They're not doing DeLoreans anytime soon. Iron Diddy. Oh my God. Gerardo, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello!
So once again, collector, still waiting on my Green Lantern figure. Oh my God. I got something for you. Ash, this is for you, Ash. Gerardo has become Ash now. Unreal. Ash says nothing excites me anymore. What do you mean? You have plenty of product to be excited for. Don't be a non-collector, Ash. Just collect. Be happy and collect. Almost 40 butter cinnamon twists here. Hit the like. Yes, guys, hit the like button. There's 36 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Garlic Nas, my armpits, garlic. Smash a like. Yes, guys, please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Don't be weird on my stream. Yeah, that's what if Hot Tubes release one. So fast. How many Iron Mans are you getting and why? And why 4? No, those days are long gone. The one Iron Man that I do want is that Iron Patriot with the Captain America shield. I definitely want a second one just to display the alternate chest piece, but I don't really need 2 of these Iron Mans really anymore. Unless like one's like really crazy battle damage and it's like, oh, I really need that look. But nah, it's not that serious anymore. They're very expensive. You know, they take up a lot of room. Even the 1/6, you know, they take up a lot of room because they're very bulky. They're big. So, nah, those days are long gone with the double. It's at least the expensive ones, you know. Like, for example, I need another Flash figure. Ron says, Iron Man is a pass. I have my sights on the Robocop. Yep. Fab, show it. Show what? Super chat from Christian. Thank you, my friend. Says watermelon for everyone. Thank you for starting it. No problem, my friend. Anytime. Thank you. This is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
He said watermelon for everybody, so you get watermelon for everybody. Oh my God, I haven't played that in so long. Oh, you're losing your shorts on Marvel resales. It is disgusting. That's how disgusting it is. Might even get her cheaper. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Do not get rid of that figure, my friend. Do not. Fab is right. There is a well-known collector that is currently liquidating his collection. Blowout prices is painful to see. See, exactly. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Specifically, your Marvel stuff is garbage. All of it is garbage. Right? Very rare pieces that people are like, oh my God, I really need that, and I'm willing to pay over $200 for it. Right? That's where we're at right now. At least, again, with the Marvel. Everything else depends, right? Star Wars, a lot of that stuff is holding some value. Again, depending on what it is. Mostly, the main stuff, right? The OT stuff, not so much anything else because everything else is kind of newer. But that's where we're at with the pricing. So, and this is where when Mike brings up the whole, you're spending all this extra money on Sideshow. And that's why I told you guys, that's what I told him in front of you guys on Saturday. He's not wrong. It is money thrown away because, again, specifically Marvel. You're buying full retail for Marvel. And as soon as you buy it, months later, you're going to see that same figure for at least $50 to $60 less. Happens with every Marvel figure pretty much. So how exciting is it to be buying full price retail figures for that they're going to go, dirt cheap. So I am holding off. That's why I told or I'll tell you guys all the time, but Michael, who's been getting me all these figures, he's been getting me the Marvels, the Marvels that I'm holding off on first because that's the ones he sees more frequently, going slightly cheaper than retail because that's Marvel. Again, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because they overproduce them. I don't know. But Marvel, for whatever reason, is always in the trash. Robocop, I'm more of a Terminator guy myself. Oil of chip. He said oil of chip. Tijuana, my friend, welcome. Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy Monday.
I'm doing.
Let's see. 27 likes only. Come on, guys. Come on. There's 37 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Unreal. Why do we have to go through this every stream? Please hit the like button, guys. Please hit that like button. Unreal. Chris, my friend, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Let's see. Fast, I mean, this guy. Unreal. Guys, you want to know, you want to meet somebody who takes advantage of you every single day with a smile on his face? You see this guy on screen right now? Oh my God. Let's see who else is in here. 31 likes, 37. Thank you, guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like. We need 9 more. We got 40 watching. Many new faces in here I see. Yes, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're the king of YouTube. So again, guys, this is my least exciting piece. I am still getting it. Like I tell you, there's no way I'm missing out on an Iron Man, but I am in no rush for this whatsoever. Again, I'm not in a rush to have a $400 Iron Man, just standing there suited up. I am good. So that's why I'll hold off. And actually, if anything, right now I have $75 in points on Sideshow. So maybe I'll use that. But again, it's even painful to utilize my points on that. So I may not even do that, just because it's not exciting to me at all. Now this, guys, this is a different world of conversation right now. This thing was very unexpected for me. Okay. But what does this mean? This here, just like the Agent Venom announcement of the VGM line. Remember this, not the VGM, the comic, right? This is comic book, right? Remember the Agent Venom was also comic. Nobody expected that Agent Venom. Nobody expected this guy, right? Superior Iron Man. So now, what does this mean? Expect the unexpected from their comic book line. So anything you could imagine from a comic book, it is not unthinkable. It is not unfathomable that they're going to make it. Why are they making a Superior Iron Man all of a sudden? Why are they making an Agent Venom all of a sudden? Who's asking for all this stuff? Where is this coming from? Exactly. Nowhere. They're making random shit for this random, for not a random line, but for the comic book line. So expect anything. Anything. Because this is not coming from a movie. Agent Venom didn't come from a movie, right? It didn't come from a show. This is not from a show. So they're making random comic book stuff. So expect it all, because it's all coming. The one thing, obviously, besides the paint application on this beauty, is the head sculpt, right? The head sculpt, not so much only the head sculpt, the hair coming out of the head sculpt, right? This setup here looks badass. And this entire whole, shield around his head, that whole helmet piece thing, the sexiest thing I've ever seen on an Iron Man. So this thing is awesome. It looks kind of small, guys. This does not look like your standard, Iron Man figure. It looks like they're reutilizing the gauntlets from the Origins figures, right? These ridges on there are from those figures. So it looks like that's kind of what it is. But this is very, very exciting. The paint is what's doing it for me. And see, even the helmet, like to go from this to this, nah, absolutely not. This, even though it's a cool looking helmet, it's a different styled helmet. This is way better like this. And you could actually have them hold the helmet rather than have it on. Because this is not, again, at least to me, this is not a figure that I would require two of to be happy. Oh, I need one helmeted and one. Absolutely not. I don't need it. If it came battle damage and, helmet and head sculpt, then that's a different story. Be like, oh, I could do one battle damage, one clean. It is unnecessary. So mine's going to look like this. It's going to be displayed like this. That head sculpt is beautiful. Another thing, you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, all of the light up features, right? All the light up bulbs here. This is all. And look, one thing that also new that I'm just noticing now, all of this is light up here. This is light up. This is light up. This is light up, right? This is light up. This is light up, light up, light up, light up, light up, light up, light up. So a lot of light up features on this body. Look here. This is light up. It looks like light up. This could be light up, maybe not, but it is insane, guys. This thing is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Obviously, die cast. Again, this head sculpt, this helmet is not for me. Look how sick that looks on the inside of the foot. The ankle goes up with it looks like a reactor too. It goes up into the calf, and it wraps around. Look how sexy that is. I'm telling you guys, this paint application, this chrome, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Cannot beat this figure at all whatsoever. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Anybody not getting this? Anybody doesn't care for this? Anybody not worried about this? Is your wallet safe with this piece? Let me know in the chat, please. Beautiful. Another thing with these suits, guys, with these marks, the fingerprints, don't touch these things with your bare hands. They're not good. You will mark up your entire figure, and then you're going to need a microfiber cloth to clean it all up. So just stay away from touching it barehanded because it's not good. See, this is boring to me. This looks like an Age of Ultron, one of those robots that he had. This helmet looks like that a little bit, and that's why I don't like it. See, very boring like this, but look at that chrome paint application. Looks beautiful, beautiful, clean, sharp. Look at that. You get the sweaty effect. See, they give them a little sweat. That's where you get the little shine. Look at that. It doesn't say anything about rolling eyes, but I can guarantee you that thing has rolling eyes 100%. Just like they did the Mark III rolling eyes head sculpt, you better believe this one has it as well. See, he went from looking to the side to looking straight ahead. So we get rolling eyes. So again, guys, remember, this is their new thing. They're showing off this new thing with 2 figures back to back. They're showing you that they're giving you half a head sculpt, right? Only face plates with full-blown rolling eyes functions on them, right? Same thing they did with the Flash. The Flash figure, for those who don't have the Flash figure, the movie figure, right? He came with 2 magnetic headpieces that come with their own set of eyes with full-blown rolling eyes features. So they're not skimping out on a lot of this stuff, at least for that figure, for that Flash figure. LED light up function powered by USB. So again, USB powered. Like I said, this was the future of Iron Man figures. It looks like we're here. I want to see if, like I said, the one plug is going to light up the entire figure, which it should. It should also be controlled by switches, right? If you don't want to light up the feet, for example, turn off the switches and you don't have to have them lit. But it looks like the entire thing lights up. Like I said, you got the ankles lighting up, inner and outer ankles, right? You got literally the entire figure pretty much lights up, guys. They did the testing, I can tell you, with the Iron Patriot, with the Captain America shield, right? That figure has a lot of LEDs all over it. So they were practicing on that, and as you can see, it's all over this one already. So the innovation keeps happening with Hot Toys. They keep making new stuff constantly, and as you can see, they're making sure that we know. There we go, the rolling eyes. No brainer with this. This thing looks beautiful. And again, the hair. The hair is my favorite part of this entire figure. And let me show you guys something real quick. This is right now the closest we have to that guy, which a lot of people don't even know this exists. But as you can see, this is my version of that guy, right? So this is the holographic version of the Mark 85 with this third-party Tom Cruise Superior Iron Man head sculpt. Remember, during the Multiverse of Madness movie, they were talking about, you know, that he was the one who was going to appear, that he was the one that was, you know, blurred out in some of the images. Well, clearly it wasn't, but somebody made 2 of these head sculpts. They made him with the silver, and then they made him with the red and gold. So there's 2 of these. I have them both. And this is how I pulled off my holographic, well, my Superior Iron Man figure, because again, they never made it until right now. So I will have, say, they look really nice next to each other. Hold on. Let me see if I could put them. See, not terrible, but obviously the Hot Toys one. So much better, completely different. You know? So this is my own kit bash of my Superior Iron Man, but obviously having this figure does not mean that, you know, I'm not going to get the new one. You better believe I'm getting this figure. This figure is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And again, the paint application, most likely very close to the Iron Man 2, the Iron Man Mark 2, you know, that beautiful chrome look to it. So the exclusive, as you can see, gets another card. So I guess the new thing that they're doing now is these, you know, metallic case cards. You got the coins, you got the cards, right? They've done the holograms forever, so looks like that's their new thing for whatever reason. I guess that's their new type of collectible in Hong Kong, right? Very, very, very. This thing gets a 10 all day long. I can tell you that right now. Anybody not getting this? Anybody not excited for this? Please let me know. I want to see what you guys are saying real quickly. Let's see. 35 likes, 40 watching. Guys, please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to put the Tom Cruise head sculpt on Superior Suit Iron Man. Do not come. Do not, do not come. Do not come. SJC, my God. Long time.
Hello!
When was the last time you were here? 1997? It being USB powered could be a gift. I'm telling you, this is the second one already. I forget what the first one was recently. It was just an Iron Man that said USB powered, and I said, oh, wait a minute. This thing's going to light up the whole thing. So, again, this is what we expected to happen, right? For Iron Man figures, right? The full-blown USB, one single plug for the entire figure. Hopefully that's what they did. I remember Worm Girl. You guys are crazy. Two says, I'm getting this just because the first Iron Man that it will be you break. Well, no, there's another one. There's another one. There's another figure. There's another figure that was just announced that had USB. It wasn't an Iron Man. Was it Galactus? There was another figure that had USB that I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, this is not the first, guys. This is not the first. This is not the first. This is not the first. But, still very special because of that.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I need Mark IV 2.0 was already made. So what happened with the Mark IV was a weird thing. So they did the Mark IV a few times, right? They did plastic. Then they did diecast. The diecast was made, it was a regular version, and then the diecast Mark IV with the gantry, right? So they made plastic standard, plastic gantry, diecast standard, diecast gantry. That was it. So they left it at that. I guess they felt that they didn't need to update it. They felt that it was, perfect to go with every other figure, that they made, the Mark III 2.0, the Mark II 2.0, right? So they left it alone. I think, though, that that's got to get an update eventually, because that was the very first one that was made diecast out of the entire set, if I'm not mistaken. Because that was the very first one that came out diecast out of all of them. So I have a feeling that eventually, and I'm pretty sure I did see another Mark IV something, whether it was a repaint of a Mark IV or something just recently came out of a Mark IV, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to assume that it's only a matter of time. They're going to redo that head sculpt. Remember, that Tony Stark head sculpt, it's good, but it's very old now. So we're going to get an updated Mark IV head sculpt, again, at some point. And the problem with that is they could give us, because remember, the diecast, it was Mark IV gantry plastic, Mark IV gantry diecast. They could give us a Mark IV 2.0 with all these new features, right? All these new LED functions, all these new things. And then the gantry also USB powered. Right? So don't sleep on that because it's the only thing that makes sense. And that Mark IV, again, it's great. It is a great figure. It doesn't belong with the updated figures that we got after that Mark IV. So the Mark II is the technology and the engineering of that Mark II. It is light years away from that Mark IV. The Mark III, years away from that Mark IV. The Mark 6 that just came out, light years away from that Mark 4. The Mark 7 that came out, remember that big bulky Mark 7, again, years old too, blows that out of the water. So it's a no-brainer to assume that a Mark 4 update is coming eventually. Again, die-cast gantry again, but USB powered. You know, I've been a fan of the Marvel comic line. Not sure about this one. No, I'm telling you, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. The comic is great. Comic line is great. I'm not getting the Left Iron Man days back when they had pink. Oh wow, you quit back then, man. If I would have quit back then, I would be out about 100 Iron Man figures. Oh my god. They should have given us Silver Surfer instead of Superior Iron Man. Well, pay attention. Thank you for bringing this up because this is where I was going. Pay attention to this paint application. What does this look like to you? What do you think this paint application is about, big dog? Why do you think this is? They're even bothering with this type of paint application right before such an important piece like what do you call it? Like Silver Surfer. Because what did I tell you? From the Fantastic Four, we're going to get all 4. We're going to get 2 Johnny Storms. Right? One could be a power pose for all we know. But we're getting all 4 figures, right? A Johnny Storm Flame On version. That's 5. And guarantee you, Silver Surfer has to be made. And she's got to be painted chrome like this. Which could be, them telling us, pay attention to the paint because Silver Surfer's coming. That's the only connection I got with Silver Surfer. This paint and Silver Surfer, So we'll see. This armor looks great. No, it looks badass. Badass figure. This thing is going to be beautiful. Beautiful. I see Doctor Strange, not Tony. You know what's funny, Ash? This is a third-party company made a head sculpt like this for the Origins version of these Iron Man figures. And it looks just like this, but not, the hair's not long. It's just slicked back, but exactly like this. Everybody said it looked like Doctor Strange. Oh, is that Doctor Strange? What do you mean Doctor Strange? So everybody, for whatever reason, they all assume that it's, it never looks like Tony Stark. It always looks like Doctor Strange. How? I have no idea. Can you put Tony Stark on this figure? Absolutely. The problem is, number one, the neck, right? How is the neck going to look? How is the head sculpt going to look? Is it going to fit properly? Is it going to match properly? Right? Is it going to be like, for example, when you do stuff like that, and you try to make your own little like kit bashes and stuff, what happens is, like, for example, see how there's a lot of neck exposed? Because it's not, this is not meant for this. So it could look funky if you don't do it. See, look at this. So much neck. So if it came with a protector, then it would be a completely different figure. But if you change head sculpts on the the standard head sculpts that come for these figures with a different one, this is what happens, right? It's never going to look the same. Sometimes, depending on the head sculpt, it does look great, but these long necks are usually the problem because of how deep the collar goes in to the body. So that's the thing. So yeah, you could probably get away with messing around with certain head sculpts and it'll look fine, but obviously not every single head sculpt you try is going to work because not all of them work. Let's see. Superior Iron Man is a must. Someone makes a custom Tom Cruise head sculpt for this. Yeah, no, they did. They did the head sculpt. This is my number 3 most wanted figure. No, it's great. Faz already has this. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Crazy. Watch. Sam Big Chap Superior Iron Man. That's dope. Albert, my friend, welcome.
I'm doing.
That's probably why they haven't dropped Torch. They photos probably yeah. No, I'm telling you. They haven't. They're trying to figure out how to announce, the second one. But it matched with the other 2.0 or looks smaller. No, it should be around the same size. But it does look a bit smaller, but just from the images, and also why? The paint application. The paint application makes it look thinner, sleeker, slimmer. So that's why it looks smaller. And I said this, I thought the same thing. I was like, wow, this looks smaller. But I could guarantee you, like the legs obviously look smaller. This is going to be like, I'm going to tell you exactly what this is going to be like. This is going to be like the last Iron Patriot, the last comic book version Iron Patriot with the Captain America shield. That's what this is going to be like. Same legs, same size, same everything. Remember, it's comic book style. So you're going to get, it's going to be most likely the same size as that one. Guaranteed. Oh, thank you. Respond my question. What was your question? Let me see. Let's see. Where is Chooch? I need Mark for... Yeah, no, nothing yet. They did it 1.0, but nothing 2.0 yet. So we got plastic gantry, and then we got die-cast gantry, but never a 2.0. So that's what I'm saying. It is a matter of time until we get that 2.0 Mark IV, because it's a no-brainer. And even though when they finish with the Mark I, which I believe was the last one, no, it wasn't the Mark I, it was the Mark VI. The Mark VI was the last one. And remember when they showed the Mark VI, they showed you the entire team, 1 through 7, all of them together. So I immediately said, oh, they're done. They're not making any more. But it doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to get a USB gantry and what do you call it? A Mark IV 2.0. We have to. All right, so let's keep going, guys. Let's go to the next one because we got a lot to talk about. This is just the beginning. And then obviously, last but not least, we get another Grasshopper Kamen Rider version 3. So it looks like, again, this is very cheap. A lot of cloth, a lot of, just very cheap materials, just a piece of plastic on top as the chest plate. The belt lights up, as you can see. Very, very boring figure. The cool thing about it is its head sculpt. I like this head sculpt a lot. Besides that, very boring, very plain, very cheap looking. Like literally, like very cheap looking, guys. Look at this. Like, nah, absolutely not. Never in a million years would I spend money on this. I unless Thule gives it to me, then I'll enjoy it. But this, look at this. Beautiful head sculpt. But everything else, man, this is so cheap. This thing better be $150, I tell you that. No armor. There's not literally a belt. This, helmet, and cloth. Nah. Look at that. Nah. They could keep it. See, this is cool. This looks really nice. But again, see, magnetic activated LED light up function. This is nothing new. LED lighted helmet and henching belt. Again, nothing new. We've gotten this with every single one. Moon, Black Sun and Moon, whatever it's called. Moon Rider. Moon something. Moon Shadow. Shadow Moon. So rolling eyeball. See, very basic, very boring. Now, again, these things, I don't know. I wish I knew something about them. And now, guys, buckle up. Buckle up. So first and foremost, number one, I told you guys, I've been telling you guys, and I believe I pulled this picture up already. Now that Sam from that video game is coming, right? We're going to get into it in a second. Sculpted in Artisan, right? That alone tells you a lot. A very, very first time character, right? They're doing sculpted from a random figure from a video game, sculpted in Artisan. What does that mean? That means it's a big deal. That's what that means. That they went all out with this head sculpt of this actor. So that means the actor is a big deal. It was a big deal for them to get this head sculpt. What have I been telling you guys from regarding Ballerina? For Ballerina, we're going to get her. Most likely a John Wick. Why? They already made him. He's already updated. His body's already bigger than the John Wick 2 figure. So there's nothing for them to do anything extra with. They could give us that same exact head sculpt, battle damage it, which is how he appeared in the movie Ballerina, John Wick. You battle damage it, give us, whether you want to give us the both hair pieces again or not, doesn't matter. You battle damage it, you give us the messy hair piece, and there's the second John Wick. And then they made this guy from, again, the video game. Why wouldn't they reuse the head sculpt for Ballerina? They do it all the time with everything else. Why wouldn't they? The fact, again, if they had just done the figure sculpted, I'd be like, all right, they're just doing the figure sculpted. The fact that they went in to make it rooted tells you that character is a big deal, that the actor is a big deal, because they don't do that with everybody. Not the first figure. Again, it's been happening, but not as often as everything else. Very, very rare does that happen. So expect this figure, expect Ballerina, expect John Wick. It would be crazy for them not to reuse these two for this line when we know they're getting into this line anyway. Next, guys, we're going to get into now the first four. Okay. So we got Kamen Rider Black. We got Shadow Moon. Again, the ones we saw already. We spoke on these already. We got James Bond Commando outfit. And we got Superman and Crypto. These figure guys, all these figures are going to be shipping in July. Okay? They're going to be shipping very, very soon. Or at least start shipping very soon. Right? So, as of right now, Toys Assemble has pre-orders up for this. Pop Collectibles has pre-orders up for this because they're going to be shipping soon. They're going to be out, ready to go. As you can see here, it looks like 500 pieces, 100 pieces, 400 pieces, and 400 pieces ready to go. Right? Like they did the battle damage Deadpool. Remember, there was a certain amount of pieces ready to ship until the actual announcement was made. So that happened in Hong Kong. So it's happening again in Hong Kong. So a lot of people are ready. Also, Jeremy Casa, shout out to Jeremy. He's also having these up for pre-order. I forget what else. The Superman, and he's got something else up for pre-order as well. I'll tell you guys in a second when we get to it. So if you're looking to get one, he said they're very limited too. I believe he said only 100 Superman figures he's going to be able to get, or there are available. So he doesn't know how many he's going to be able to get. But if you want one, go in his group if you haven't yet, and do a +1 under the post, and you'll be able to get information from him once he knows. He's waiting for price. He has to find out how much they're going to be. It's the norm with him, right? You'll say +1, and then he'll post a message saying this is what it's going to be, blah blah blah. So these are ready to go. Okay, so remember that these are ready to go. These are ready to ship. 100 of these, 500 of these, 400 of these too. Okay, now this is where I'm very excited. Okay, so let's start with the bottom. Because I'm going to be up here a while. So let's start with the bottom. So again, another the Kamen Rider that we just went over, right? Again, it looks like he's going to be up for pre-order very soon as well. I don't think he's one of the ones that is ready at all, but here he is anyway with the exclusive cards that he comes with. Now, Big Chap. Big Chap is made from the movie Alien. Okay, we already have one made. There was a Big Chap made years ago, the very first one. I don't own a Big Chap. I wasn't buying the aliens back then because they were coming out crappy. The materials, right, that rubber that they were using was cracking, was drying, was getting ruined really badly. The joints on these figures were cracking. The ball and socket joints, those plastic, were really, really cheap back then. So anytime you would move the figure for too much or too long or a little too rough, they would crack, and there goes your figure. So I only own 2 aliens, Dog Alien and the Alien Warrior, or the Warrior Alien. That's it. Those are the only 2 I own. So a big chat for me is a must, 1 billion %. This is going to be an updated big chap. This is going to be the best big chap out there. Going to have the best articulation. If it's supposed to have any, it's going to have the best. Because remember, the some of the aliens, right? The arms are stuck, right? They have this way. They have a connector here, so you can't really do much of this, right? It's a lot more of this. So articulation wise, it's going to be the best. Looks wise, detail wise, the best. The price, 1980 HKD, right? So it's not going to be stupid, crazy expensive. Remember, you got to add the markup for Sideshow plus tax and shipping. So it's probably going to be, 300-ish, right? 320. Nah, I don't even think that much, to be honest, because let me see what the exchange is going to be. So let's say 1980. So it says he has 250. Yeah, so 320-ish, $252.24 would be 1980 Hong Kong dollars to USD right now, right? If the exchange was, it doesn't even say what the dollar is anyway. So $252 again, without the markup, without Sideshow's markup, tax and shipping. So again, it's going to be 320-ish, 300-ish, like I was saying. Very exciting piece. This is, like I said, this is a no-brainer. Now, Robocop. Okay? So, Robocop 2, 1880. Okay? So, let's get right to the price. So, $239.50. Again, another one that's going to be about $300 from Sideshow. Why is this a big deal? Robocop 2 has never been made, ever, for whatever reason. We've gotten Robocop 1s in plastic. We've gotten Robocop 3s in plastic with the jetpack. I have one, right? I never owned a plastic Robocop. All my Robocops are die-cast, except the Robocop 3 with the jetpack. I only bought that one because I was like, this is the best one. This is the coolest one. It comes with the most, the cooler stuff, the cooler accessories. So that's why I bought it. The original one was very plain. And back then there was no mechanical chair anyway. So there was no reason to get the standard one. Now I have all of them die-cast, beautiful pieces. So the Robocop 2, never a thing, never made. Why is that a big deal? In 2012, as you can see, Hot Toys says here, Robocop Project 2012. There's a Robocop here. There's Robocop 3. Back here, this was the packaging for the Robocop 3 figure with the jetpack and all that stuff, right? Or the regular, this was their old packaging. Let me put it that way. This was their old packaging, right? So as you can see, they had the prints here, right? You got Kane, Robo Kane here, and you got Robocop here. So why is this a big deal? From 2012, these were supposed to be a thing. From 2012, these were teased. I can't even tell you that I remember this, because I don't remember this. That's how long it's been. And it was never like a recurring thing where like they kept teasing it over the years where like, oh, remember this? Like here, never. This picture here was it. And you never saw it again. So this is why that's even a bigger deal. I've been waiting for this Kane forever. People in the community have been dying for this Kane forever. Robocop 2, again, do you really need a Robocop 2? Absolutely not. Robocop 2 and 3, Robocop 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3 are supposed to be kind of the same thing, besides the Robocop 3 paint, right? It's supposed to be a little bit more blue. And a lot of people say the Robocop 2 paint is also supposed to be a little bit more blue. So the 2 and 3 Robocops are supposed to be different paint applications than the Robocop 1 figure, right? So it's supposed to be slightly different tone of whatever. So more, from what I understand, more like the 3 than the 2, than the 1, right? The Robocop 2 it's supposed to look more like the 3 than the 1. The 1 is more metallic. The 3 is more bluish, right? That color changing blue. So here we are, 13 years later. Was it worth the wait to you? I can tell you why it's worth the wait. We are getting this RoboCane made the best way possible. What does that mean? We're not getting a plastic version first, and then we'll have to wait 8 years to get a die-cast. We waited 13 years to get it die-cast. Number 2, like I said, the faceplate here. This faceplate. This, we're either going to have a swappable head sculpt, because this has to open. 100% has to open, right? And it doesn't look like right now it is made to open this way. So it's got to be a swappable head sculpt, 100%. It is the only thing that can happen. There's no way we're getting a RoboCane without that face mask opening. It is not happening. It would be the most disappointing thing in the world for Hot Toys to do that, and you know they're not going to do that. So the figure is going to be great. Remember that the compartment opens to put the drug in there, right? That red canister. I forget the name of the drug. What's it called? Oh my god. Somebody said it before. So the compartment also, you better believe it's going to be an opening compartment. You're going to be able to open it up. You're going to be able to stick the canister in there and leave it in there permanently if you want, guaranteed. All the action is going to be coming from the upper body, because again, the lower body, as you can see, is really, really thin. You know, not much going on at the bottom. It's all the action is up here, right? Also, as you can see, the Robocop 2, we're getting, it looks like we may get different expressions for the mouth plates, which again would be the only things that should happen. Body-wise, with Robocop 2, I don't expect anything different than the 1, and I don't expect anything different than the 3 besides the paint. I don't think there's anything to update. I don't think there's anything to upgrade, because those figures are perfect. And the Robocop 3 is not even that old, right? It's what, 2 years old? Maybe 3. Which again, I don't think so. I think maybe 2 going to 3. So there's really not much that they need to do. Again, articulation's there, mass is there, weight is there, likeness is there, everything's there. So it's just a reuse of that Robocop 3 body, repainted, new mouth expressions, and there's your entire figure. And then whatever other, extra accessories they want to add that we didn't get before. The Robocop 1 was the mechanical set, right? It was a standard and then mechanical set. Robocop 3 was a standard Robocop 3, and then the special edition had I believe it was the chest plate that was all battle damaged, right? And so expect a special edition. Expect something special, something that, makes you want to buy, because they're going to do that. But again, this is my shit right here. These 3 are what I'm most excited about, because I don't own this, I don't own this, and this was never made, and this was never made. So it is going to get insane, guys. Insane. Yes, the nuke. Thank you, Gilbert. The nuke. Now, let me see what you guys are saying real quick. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome. I thought you were here. You're here already. Were you not? Were you playing with my emotions? Superior is most for me. I hope the mega cost. Oh, I read that already. This is my number 3 most wanted figure. I read these already. All right. So let's see where I left off, guys. Accurate to the early days of the show, though. That's probably why. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we are. When this dropped last night, Luch sent me a message. 3M said, "Ew, this guy." The shows ran on a shoestring budget and a pack of gum. See, I don't know anything about it. I think they heard you fast from last stream, but no one mass has called. They did it now. That could be a custom Luke Kane, right? Yes. That is crazy. This and still no Wolverine. This guy, unbelievable. The legend is normal. Correct. So he's a big deal, right? I'm assuming from those. What's that show that he was on? Not The Last of Us. What was that? What was that show that he was on with the zombies? So from that show, he's become a big deal. And one crazy thing is, if you guys haven't noticed, he looks exactly the same for every single role. He doesn't cut his hair. He doesn't style his hair. He doesn't brush his hair. He doesn't comb his hair. He doesn't touch his hair. His hair is exactly the same in every single project. Unbelievable. Yes, The Walking Dead. Thank you, guys. I don't watch that either. So, first I have to say the bank robber Joker is very tempting. Oh, it is. Is it walking your mom? He was fat. He was fat in a Blade. Yes, I remember in Blade. But again, always the same hair, always the same look. Literally for The Walking Dead, for Ballerina, for this video game, everything he's on has got that same long, messy hair parted to the side, same look every time. What's Fat talking about? I need food. I need food. Oh my God. I do remember this picture, which was still in the years past until now. Yeah. See, I don't even remember the picture. I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I remember that. But I don't remember like them making that tease or anything like that at all. And Robocop comes with the ending Kane brain. Imagine, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Norman Reedus is a vampire like Keanu Reeves. I'm telling you, the guy insane. Guys, hit the like button, please, if you haven't. 37 of you guys in here. All right, so let's get into now the craziness. So, again, didn't expect Sam to be rooted by any means whatsoever. I don't know. Again, it looks like the video game is a big, big deal for them to go balls deep with this figure. The figure is gorgeous. The figure looks perfect. The more you see the figure, the more appealing it is, the more badass it looks. I'm going to tell you this right now. I didn't even know I wanted this rooted. This hair is going to be probably one of the most difficult hairs that Hot Toys is going to Artisan. Why? The length and the way it looks. Okay? It is not a simple way to style this hair. So that's going to be interesting how they're going to get that done. 4,000 pieces, guys, of the Artisan version. So remember, the highest, as far as I remember, has been what? 3,500. I don't remember there ever being a 4,000. If there was, somebody tell me in the chat because I don't remember that. So it looks like we're getting 4,000 Artisan. Why is that an important figure? Because, again, as of right now, as far as I remember, the highest we've gotten was 3,500. 4,000 is 500 more. That's a lot of figures. Right? And I told you guys this. We started with Anakin at 3,000. Then they started going lower. Then it was 1,000. It was 1,200. Then it was 1,500. And now we're at 4,000. What did I say to you guys? Do not be shocked that all of a sudden they start going up to make it seem like all these big batches, because 4,000 is a lot of figures. It's not like, oh, it's limited to 4,000. That's a lot. That's a big number for limited. That's not, even 3,000. You know, it's low for 10,000, but it's a big number for a limited figure. So now we're going to 4,000, right? So the good thing about that is more of us get a chance to get it who want it. The bad thing is it is not as rare as we think or as we would want it to be. As you can see, 4,000. So the price 33.80 Hong Kong dollars. Artisan. And then it looks like there's two other SKUs, guys. It looks like there's going to be a standard collector's edition, right, at 28.30, or standard 28, right, 25.80, and then you get another version at 28.30. So 3 SKUs for the one figure, right? So looks like standard, deluxe, exclusive. They both have exclusive cards. So you're going to get a standard collector's edition, deluxe, collector's edition, special edition. Then you got deluxe, a special edition, and then you got Artisan special edition, which again, you get the card for all 3. So they're pushing the figure. And again, another reason why I told you that Daniel Pine was coming. Now, even worse, 1 head sculpt, 3 SKUs. So how many times did they make that head sculpt? 1 billion. So you're going to tell me they're not going to reuse it for Daniel Pine for Ballerina? They would be stupid if they did it. You know, Hot Toys would be stupid not using that head sculpt. Again, it is a great head sculpt. There's not, I mean, and they would have to change it too, right? They'd have to give it more facial hair, make it a little more scuffed up, more, a little more dirty, right? Maybe even some battle damage for the Daniel Pine, right? A little, maybe some blood on it or something. But it would be dumb if they didn't. It would be very, very dumb if they didn't use it. So, like I said, 3 SKUs for the 1 head sculpt. Bank Robber Joker. What did I tell you guys when the purple coat Joker was announced? It is a matter of time until Bank Robber comes out. And here we are. Here we are with the 500-piece Artisan version and then your standard. So Artisan is 27.80 Hong Kong dollars. The regular sculpted version is 19.30 Hong Kong dollars. So we're looking at 300-ish for Artisan and 200-ish for the sculpted, right? So again, 500, that's a bigger problem, right? So they want you to get the 4,000 figure more than they want you to get the what do you call it? The 500, limited piece Joker. Now, why would they do this? Maybe that the head sculpt that they decided to Artisan is it's a head sculpt that we already got, and they just repainted it differently, right? So, for example, let's say that it is most likely the imposter Joker head sculpt, right? They reused it, they re-artisaned it. Again, you have to repaint it. You got to make it dirtier. You can't make it as bright as the imposter. So to not give us that same head sculpt again, rooted again from imposter Joker, that's what they said, you know what, let's limit it to 5, which again, it's a very low number. They could have done 1,000. They could have done 1,500. Even 2,000 would have looked, oh, look, only 2,000. But 500, that's a problem. So obviously Sideshow's going to get some. Sideshow's going to get everything. For those who don't know, Sideshow's getting everything, just so you know. There's no way that they're not getting any of these things, right? Everything here. There's nothing here that they shouldn't get. There's nothing here that it would be crazy for them to get. Everything here is fair game. Even the Artisan stuff, right? It's nothing crazy like, oh, Sideshow's not getting this. There's no reason why Sideshow wouldn't get this. There's nothing, the Dark Side Anakin to this day is still shocking that, they didn't get it. But remember that it was a Japan exclusive thing only, right? So it was exclusive to Japan, and there's nothing that I'm assuming there's nothing Hot Toys wanted to do about the situation, right? Because they could have sent, just like they made these pieces for Hong Kong, for Japan specifically, they could have said, hey, let's make 500 for Sideshow so they can make their money too. They didn't even give a shit. So clearly that doesn't matter. But I can tell you there's nothing here that we're not getting from Sideshow. Everything is coming to Sideshow. What was the other thing? Yeah, so again, the 500 number, the 500 piece number is the scary one, because what's going to happen on Sideshow then? So if you really want the figure to begin with, and you can get it early from anywhere, like I said, Jeremy, if you order from Toys Assemble, if you order from Pop Collectibles, I obviously either wait for Sideshow, Jeremy, or toysforkiddles.com. They don't have pre-orders for this stuff, so I have to wait until they put it out that same day and hope that by the time I get to it, because remember the time difference is 12 hours, so they'll put something out because they're 12 hours ahead, so they'll put something out, and by the time it's morning here and I get up to look, it's already sold out over there. And remember, they only put up 2 pieces up for sale per any item. So you'll buy one, it'll say, still available. You'll buy another, sold out. Happens with every single figure. He doesn't put up more than 2 pieces because then he doesn't really know how many he could get after the fact. So that's what I would have to wait for. So I messaged him already, Toys for Kiddles. I put +1 down for Jeremy. Again, you never know. So better to be safe than sorry. I messaged Toys for Kiddles to see what their situation is, because again, they don't do pre-orders at all. They just did them for those couple pieces, but they don't do them at all. So and again, the problem with them is they go up for sale immediately as they're available, and then boom, they sell out right away, like within minutes of it going up, because people know that once you order from Toys for Kiddles, he's going to ship it immediately as well. So those pieces sell out. So I got to be on top of that, and as soon as he gets it, boom, I got to jump on it. Let me see. Two Fingers, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? What do you think of this card? Will look nice next to the figures. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how I feel about these cards, right? Like the fact that it's a card is a cool thing, right? It's a cool collecting card. But to go next to your figures, I don't know how that would look. I know William does that. William does signed, cards and stuff next to the figures, and that looks cool. Again, depending on what it is. I would never do that. I would never put a card in my collection, just because if we're collecting, again, and I understand why people would. If you have a detail shelf, for example, and you have the one single figure on there, or 2 figures, let's say, right? You don't have a big collection, and you don't like putting too many figures on a shelf. 1 or 2 figures on a shelf with the card next to the figure, that looks very classy. That looks very good. On my shelves, having, my detail shelf, having 8 figures on it, and then putting a card next to it, it's going to be like, what the hell is this card doing in the middle of this Royal Rumble? So that's why I wouldn't do it. But it does look classy. It does look great. It looks very, very nice. Again, for me, no. But I've seen people do it. Next, tell us that next. So that's one figure that for whatever reason, I don't understand. I don't know why it was never made. It's a very simple to be made. They have the bodies for it. They have the seamless bodies for it, which would be the only issue, right? Because remember, he has to wear that apron, so the arms are going to be exposed. Because remember, it's a short sleeve apron, so he would have to. I mean, they would have to use some type of seamless body, a very thin seamless body, and rooted, make it sculpted, make it artisan. You're going to tell me that you make 1,000 of those, or 500, 750, 1,500, people are not going to buy that Nurse Joker? You mean, even if you price it at $250, because again, it's going to be a very, very plain figure. It's going to be a body and a head sculpt. That's it. The nurse outfit, it's not going to be anything but cloth. They give you Crocs and hopefully some socks. And then the detonator, maybe a gun. That's it. The base. What else you need? Maybe something regarding what's his name? Two-Face, right? Which is where that scene is from. They give you maybe his button, Two-Face's button, or something like that. to remind you that that's where this, Nurse Joker is coming from, right? That scene of him bothering the Two-Face. So it's a no-brainer figure. It's a no-brainer figure. I don't understand. Minis Nurse Joker. I want that bank Joker, bank robber. What do you think pricing of the bank robber Joker? Well, I'll tell you right now. So it's 2,780 HKD. So it'll be 354.15. So 300-ish, like I said, plus tax and shipping from Sideshow. So it'll be about 400-ish. Total 400-ish. Which again is your standard artisan figure, right? But yeah, nothing crazy regarding the those prices at all. Nothing crazy with that. Here it is, a close-up of it. So again, like I said, you get two versions. You get the sculpted at 1930 and the artisan at 2780 Hong Kong dollars. Great figures, guys. We got killed. We got killed with these announcements. And I don't think we're done. I feel like within the next 2-3 days, we're gonna get even more stuff. Remember, we haven't gotten the announcements for the Fantastic Four to go for pre-order. We haven't gotten a whole bunch of stuff to go for pre-order. So we're gonna get nailed ordering all this stuff all at once. You can see a little dial behind Joker. Can't tell what it is. A little dial. Yes, right here. It looks like it's some type of it looks like it's like a bench, like a broken bench type thing. Yeah, it looks like a see, this is coming from Kane, but this looks like a little bench. So this could be a little bench, guys. Yeah, it looks like a little bench. So we'll see. That's crazy. I didn't even see that, Bob. How did you even see that? You got the eyes of a bald eagle. You MAGA. Let's see. Don't care, Fab. There's no Wolverine. This guy's unreal. Blinken, my friend, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, my friend. If I'm unable to get Artisan back now, I set up for sculpted. Yeah, no, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfectly fine anyway. But obviously, I can't be doing sculpted anything if Artisan's available. That Robocop alien looks cool. So does the Joker. Now, where's the Artisan Ripley? So another thing. Thank you for this, Blinken. I keep telling you guys for months now that actually not for months. From the moment that the Romulus thing came out, right? Not Romulus. What was the last thing? Was it Romulus? The last Alien movie? I told you that they had teased Ripley 2.0 with the power loader years ago, never made. Right? So now that we're in this Artisan game, you better believe that if they decide to make her with the power loader, that's a huge possibility. Again, we've never gotten a Ripley in Artisan ever. But it's a possibility. We already have 3 Ripleys made. At least 2 to 3 Ripleys made. Okay? We got about 2 old ones, maybe. I believe 2 old ones, and then now the newer one. So Artisan is 100% probable. And then obviously your sculpted version, power loader also. You're going to have your standard, unless, it's just Ripley with power loader, but I doubt it. So you're going to have a standard Ripley. You're going to have power loader, and then you're going to have Ripley, power loader, Artisan. Would be the only thing that would make sense. But, again, who the hell knows as of now? Ripley with power loader would be cool. No, they teased it years ago. It's just like they did this. Just like they did this. Remember 2012? This is where this is from. And look, from 2012 to 2025. This is, now they're getting into this. From 2012, right? So Power Loader was teased, I want to say, probably way after 2012. So don't sleep on that, because I'm telling you, it is coming 100%. Another thing with the Power Loader, diecast Power Loader. Remember, they could make that thing diecast just like they did the gantry diecast. So I think what happened was they probably scrapped the whole project to make it diecast. Not that they knew back then that they were going to make it diecast, but I think now it is actually probably better that they never did it, because now if they do make it, it's going to be a diecast Power Loader, possible Artisan Ripley. That's going to be epic. That's going to be an epic figure all around. Dave Mancave, welcome. How are you?
Hello!
Hey man, just turning and looking forward to the Robocop and Big Chip. Yeah, I'm telling you, those two are going to be the most popular. The Robocop and the Big Chap. The Big Chap, because again, everybody's wanted one. They're very old now. They're very expensive now for what they are. That's why it's a little, I mean, at least for me, right? To go backwards for these figures, especially knowing how much better they're getting now. To go back for that, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. But it's kind of like, why would you at this point? Even obviously, if you're hardcore about it and you need it, you need it. It is what it is. But casually to go backwards for expensive stuff that it is potentially going to get made better anyway, that's why I never went back for them. I never went back for Aliens. I never went back for Predators. One Predator that I really want to this day is the Pred Alien. They made two versions, regular and battle damage. About 13 inches tall, humongous figures. I don't even have one of them, and I've wanted them forever. Too big, too tall, kind of crappy. They're going to make it eventually. Eventually, hopefully, they'll make it, you know? So, yeah, guys, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So also, it looks like, guys, this is something that they're getting into regarding, you know, these are the cards that they're giving, that they're adding with the exclusives, right? The special editions one. So I don't know. Again, this must be something that they just came up with over there to make it like, oh, let's give them, you know, trading cards type thing. But not for me. You know, I don't think this is fun for me, right? I want to see maybe in hand they feel, you know, because they're metal, maybe they feel different. They, you know, a little bit of weight. You're like, oh, this doesn't feel like a piece of crap. So maybe it'll be a different story in hand. But everybody's getting a card, guys. You can see Mark III, Bank Robber, Dark Stranding, Superior Iron Man, Kamen Rider version 3, The Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Galactus. Literally everybody. Everybody's getting their own stuff. You got how many diecast, guys? You got diecast. You got 4 diecasts. A lot going on, guys. How many Artisan? 1, 2 Artisan. You know what's going to suck, guys? Having to pay for all this stuff all at once. That's going to suck so bad. So bad. Let's see. Carl says, so you're saying Hot Toes like... Oh, my God.
I don't think so.
Oh my God, I said nah, pass. Blinken says, I think a comic book would be better than a card. Right, something, again, it is what it is, but something like the coins. I would rather the coins over a card. Don't ask me why. I think the coins are better than that card. But, you know, people love those cards, so I think I will just get the Fantastic Four, but I need to finish the Deadpool line first. Ash, why do you need to finish the Deadpool line first? You don't even like Deadpool. Put some respect on the Death Stranding name. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here as always. I appreciate it. So, guys, like I said, I don't think we're done with this. I don't know. Again, we got to get the full releases, right? Everything up for pre-order yet. So we still got to wait for that. But I think that, as usual, Hot Toys will have more product, right around the corner, waiting to be released, waiting to be announced. So we'll see what happens with that. Seriously, I have a huge backlog of figures that are overdue when they all ship around the same time. No, I'm telling you, it's going to suck. It's going to suck. And not so much of that. But if you're pre-ordering stuff, it's going to suck having to pre-order like 50, it's going to be like 11 figures all at once. Again, if you're pre-ordering everything. I am not pre-ordering the Iron Man. I can tell you that right now. I have to get everything else. The Superior Iron Man has got to get pre-ordered. The Bank Robber has got to get pre-ordered. Death Stranding has got to get pre-ordered. Again, if once that stuff goes up, Artisan or whatever. But the Bug I'm not getting, and the Mark III, I'm not pre-ordering. And then the Big Chap, obviously that's a pre-order. Robocop, that's a pre-order, and Robocop, that's a pre-order. So it's gonna get expensive, guys. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be at least about a good $300, at least $300 to $500 on just pre-orders alone. That's not even a full figure. So it's gonna sting. It's gonna more than that. $300 to $500. So it's gonna suck, guys. It's gonna suck big time. But why do we work? So we could buy whatever the hell we want, and nobody could tell us no. Mad Planet, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
On top of the DeLorean and go. Correct. So remember, this is just Hot Toys. Then you got Blitzway. You got the DeLorean. You got the Ghostbusters. Telling you guys, it is crazy. The good thing is, payment plans. Like I said, if it wasn't for payment plans, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be hanging out next to Luch right now. We'd be collecting Fisons together. We'd be body swapping Fisons together, me and Luch, if payment plans didn't exist. That's how bad it would be without the payment plan. So that's why I tell you guys, don't feel weird using payment plans. Don't feel like you're broke using payment plans. Because remember, this is a hobby. This is not your main bills, right? So you shouldn't be working just to pay for figures. You should be working to pay your bills. And then as a hobby, you buy what you want. Sideshow gives you the most amazing flexibility with the payment plans. Like I said last stream, you can literally, put in $20, $30, $40, $50 toward the figure today, tomorrow, pay it off within 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. You can't beat that convenience. So they help you buy whatever the hell you want. Aaron, my friend, long time. Where have you been?
Hello!
Waiting on that ballerina figure to drop. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, we're still waiting on a whole bunch of stuff. The ballerina line, we haven't even seen one yet. Like I said, I'm expecting 3. I don't think more than 3, at least those 3. Right? Daniel Pine, ballerina, John Wick. So that's on top of everything else that we just mentioned. This showcase, the Fantastic Four, the what do you call it? Somebody just mentioned something else before. Yeah, whatever else isn't out yet. We didn't order the tactical suit, the tactical outfit for 007, right? We haven't ordered a bunch of stuff yet. So I'm telling you, it's insane. It's insane. Lucha. Oh my God. That's why I stick to one thing or a line at a time. Very smart. Very smart. Once you're done with that line. Now, question for you, Ash. What if, let's say, for example, you're done with a specific line and like Rogue One, let's say you have everything Rogue One. And now Rogue One came out with Cassian, and they've been coming out with figures over the years here and there. Do you still buy them to continue completing, or you just say, no, I'm done. This is it. Let me know, Bob. America was built in credit and payment plans. Unbelievable, this guy. Don't forget Thunderbolt. Thank you. We didn't even get all the Thunderbolts. I'm telling you, it is insane. And I can tell you, with that announcement, with that tease announcement of the Thunderbolts, I think they were gauging how many figures to make from that movie. I am telling you, I think and I believe that we are not even getting those 4 figures from that line. Don't ask me why I'm feeling that way. I don't think we're getting those 4 figures. Think about everything we've gotten shown after the Thunderbolts has overshadowed the Thunderbolts in every way, shape, or form. Robocane and Robocop alone kill the Thunderbolts. Kill them. Just those 2. Kill 4 figures. So everybody's attention now is not stuck on the Thunderbolts anymore at all. Now you got Fantastic Four, you got all this new stuff. Once you see the second announcement for Thunderbolts, then people are going to be like, oh, that's when people are going to come back to Thunderbolts. Right now, nobody's thinking Thunderbolts because nobody cares about Thunderbolts right now. Hot Toys needs to start announcing everything the moment the figures, the moment the movies are out. So whatever figures are planning on making for whatever line, they should announce right then and there. So at least we know, all right, that line comes with 4 figures. Cool. I'm only going to get 2, 3, or whatever. At least we gauge, what's coming, what to expect. Right now, we don't know anything. We got Yelena. That's it. We don't even know what else is coming. So they need to work on that type of, that aspect of it, at least, of how they announce stuff, how they show us stuff. Is that Yelena still in pre-order? The more I look at it, the more no, it's nice. It's a decent figure. Yeah, she should be. She's on pre-order still. On Sideshow, I believe. There's no reason why she wouldn't be. But of course he's selfish. The new Tron, right? We're getting Tron figures as well. We haven't even seen anything from them yet. So we are again now quickly. For those who hate Hot Toys, okay? For those who love InArt, for those who love everybody else but Hot Toys, where the fuck is InArt right now?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Where is the Hot Toys killer right now?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
People don't understand. InArt will never give you an announcement this big. They will never give you an announcement of 2 figures. They will never give you an announcement of 3 figures. They will never give you an announcement of 4 figures because they're garbage. So for those, again, another example why Hot Toys is king. For those who don't understand it because they're retarded. Show me InArt doing anything like this.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
They will never. They could never. How can they be better than a company like Hot Toys that gives us this much product, this much great product at that?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So again,
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
anybody in this community who says any other 1/6 scale company is better than Hot Toys is mentally retarded. It is that simple. I will say it every day of my life because it is a fact. Where is InArt right now? Where are all the InArt chills right now talking about Hot Toys? Where are all the YouTubers, the InArt chill YouTubers right now talking about Hot Toys? Where's InArt? If they're so great, why aren't they involved every day with product and new product and multiple product at once? They're so good. They're the best. Oh, they just can't make shit. They can't announce shit. So how are they the best? The best at what? Doing what? Talking shit? That's why, again, I will always say it. Anybody who says or thinks that InArt or J&D or any other 6 scale company, even Blitzway, is not better. It will never be better than Hot Toys. Anybody who says that is clearly retarded, is delusional, they're retarded. They have brain damage 100% because it is factually wrong. Thunder is it Thunder what? Thundercats. The Hot Toys killer is busy sending replacements. Thank you, Aaron. That's what they're doing right now, trying to figure out how to get people's broken or damaged or missing Cheerios. That's why, again, you guys see out there in the groups people saying, "Oh, Inart's better." Inart. Just the moment you see that, your first thought should be that person's retarded. They don't know shit. They have zero common sense. Anytime you guys hear that anywhere, "Oh, Inart's better," garbage. Coming out of anybody's mouth. Do not even waste your time trying to change their minds about any of it. You're gonna end up getting into an argument with these retards. So that's why I don't do it. It is not worth it. Because like I tell you guys all the time, you'll say something to the idiot, and then another idiot will come at you because they don't know shit. So it's not even worth it. Just look at the comments and be like, idiot, stupid, retard, dumbass. That's all you should say. Do not waste your time convincing these people, because again, if you don't see it already, the fact that Hot Toys has been around for over 20 years and Inart was born 6 months ago, that alone, if you don't see that, you're an idiot. You're stupid. That alone, that information alone, it'll never be better. But people are fucking retarded in this community. Like I say it all the time. You got a lot of brain damage in this community, 100%, and it's very clear. All you got to do is go in any given group, and you got them licking Inart balls like Inart has done something amazing for this community. Not one single thing has Inart done. Not one that is incredible for this community. Not one. So, how better at what? Better at going on YouTuber channels. They're better at that. They're better at going on YouTubers' channels and getting their brand tainted. They're great at that. But when it comes to product, never, ever. Trying to get more of a license. They're not. No, that's the thing. They're not trying to get shit. They're not trying to do nothing. They're trying to make as much money as possible from whatever crumbs they can scrape off the floor, whoever gives them a license, and then you got the idiots going, "Oh my God, this is great." Another thing, for those who watched that Justin stream either yesterday or the day before, when he pulled out the Superman and stuff, another giveaway of him working for Inart, like I told you guys. Now, how did he get that copy of that Superman from Inart? Because he's working for them. How unbiased do you think his reviews are going to be of Inart?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
How unbiased do you think he could possibly be working directly for Inart?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So how can, and this is where I'm going. So now you have this guy doing the reviews for Inart, calling all their garbage great. And then you got another idiot watching his video going, "He said it was perfect, so I need to go get it." And then they get into the groups while they get the figure. "The best garbage I've ever purchased. The best trash in the world. This is better than Hot Toys." They don't know shit, but they heard it from the scammer. So it's Bible all of a sudden. It's gospel all of a sudden. They don't know shit. They don't understand that he's working for the company. Therefore, he has to push it and say it's the best thing in the world. The retards don't understand that. And they go, "Oh, well, he said it because he's got the followers and he's got the views. So he must know what he's talking about." Not realizing, hey, he's working for these people like he was working for Toys Wonderland. Retards. So that's why I tell you guys, I will never go back and forth with no idiot about nothing. It is a waste of your time. It'll ruin your day. It'll get your adrenaline going for absolutely no reason whatsoever because they're retarded. It's like talking to a brick wall. They don't know anything and they believe what they were told by another retard, and it is what it is. I don't need anybody to believe what I know. I don't need to go around the community telling people, hey, by the way, just so you know, Hot Toys better, okay? Okay. Next one. Hey, just so you know, it's none of my business. But I will tell you the truth every time. You want to be delusional? Go ahead, be delusional. But you are not correct by any means whatsoever. Just because your channel, your favorite channel tells you the inner's better doesn't make it true. It's that simple. It's crazy. Crazy. You know? Waste your time on these idiots. Crazy. I still want that Wukong figure of theirs, though. No, it looks fancy. It looks really detailed. That monkey thing. Big Ray, my friend, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing.
Please don't forget to hit that like button. There's 43 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. There's King. Yeah, good thing you wouldn't know because you don't know anything, you bump. For real, where are those salty bat? No, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Rob, my friend, long time. Where are you?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Where are you? Where are you? Where have you been? I haven't seen you. J&D Studios is the 16 skill killer. Yeah, that's next. That's the next one. Unbelievable. That DeLorean Blitz was going to be. Yep, absolutely. Barry, my friend, welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Have to buy me one of those Fabs. One of those what? I don't collect SH figure arts, bum. Retarded like Jeff, like Jeffy. This guy. You know what's funny? Luch, that movie, The Ringer, it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I saw the movie about 50 times because it was so good. Guys, if you haven't seen the movie The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville, do yourself a favor. Actually, that's what Justin reviewed. Diaper Man laughing so hard as I was thinking. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Y'all gotta understand how this big company. It's not even the fact that it's the size of the company. Okay, because you gotta understand, all of these companies start from nothing, right? Hot Toys started as your standard, typical third-party company. So anything third-party right now, so Toys Era, Toys Battalion, all of these third-party companies that you see now, that was Hot Toys. They were making unlicensed stuff. They were sculpting actors without their permissions, just likenesses for unlicensed stuff. They were doing military at one point. They were doing policemen. They were doing firefighters. They were doing a whole bunch of random stuff. Again, unlicensed. They started from nothing. Now that they're over 20 years in business, of course they got factories. That's why they do their own thing. They focus on their own thing. They make their own bodies. They make their own stuff in-house. Everything is contained within their own Hot Toys world. InArt doesn't have any of it. And in the beginning, like I told you guys, the only reason why I was doubtful about how they were going to perform was because of the fact that they were attached to Queen Studios, which is statue. So I was like, oh, you know, they're using what they use in this field. They're going to use it in a 1/6. So it can't be that crazy of a transition. Well, it clearly is because InArt is trash. So that's what people do. Again, it's common sense. All you need to have is common sense to realize and understand and know that Hot Toys is the best. You cannot dethrone Hot Toys. I don't care who you are. It is impossible in every aspect of the company. But again, retards don't get that. Retards don't think about that. Retards go with what their favorite channel told them. Retards go by what, their hopes and dreams to getting close to the company. Why do a lot of people love InArt and only love it for their reason? Because they feel like they're right there and they can touch them. Oh, look, John from Inart, I can touch him. Oh, it's right there. I can talk to John. He's right there within Inart. I can touch him. Tell me somebody from Hot Toys that you've seen that happen with.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
When have you seen somebody from Hot Toys on anybody's stream talking shit about Hot Toys?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
That'll never happen. So they feel closer to Inart. They feel like they're friends with Inart because they get to talk to John from Inart. That's why. And I'm telling you, that is a fact. A bunch of people love Inart for that reason and that reason only. Because they feel like they've created a bond and a relationship with John from Inart, which is a joke. You got the Tool, what's his name? I forget his name. I blocked him from here too. Always boasting about Inart and boasting Daniel. Loser Daniel. Everybody knows in the community he's a loser, always pretending that he's, the Inart know-it-all and the Inart this. Recently, he posted something like, oh, I watched the Superman movie and I liked it, but so Inart, this is what you need to do. And he literally told Inart, and remember, for those who know this kid, everything for him regarding Inart is perfect. Anything Inart makes perfect. Anything they announce is perfect. Anything they make is perfect. Hot Toys to him sucks. Meanwhile, he's buying Hot Toys all day, every day, but it sucks. Inart is king to him. So he goes, Inart, I want you to revamp the entire figure. I need you to fix this, the collar, the hair, the this, and that. But I thought they were king. What do you mean? You want a whole new figure from your own king? I thought it was perfect. I thought they were perfect. Their own people that love them can't even support them properly because they got to tell them, hey, you got to change this shit because it's garbage. Hot Toys figure, it's ready to ship. It is perfect. It didn't need to be tweaked, like I said. It didn't need to be fixed, like I said, because it was perfect already. Hot Toys is not a bum company that they got to fix shit 30 times like Inart does. Remember they're trying to fix that Catwoman hair? That head sculpt 30 times? They're garbage. Don't take it from me. I'm not saying it. Just look into the company and look into their product. That's all you need to do. Garbage. Garbage all day, every day. I did see it. I made the mistake of saying the Hot Toys is better than in our oh, thank you. I'm telling you, you cannot do that. If you want to have a good day, you want to troll, you want to bust people's balls, go do that. Exactly what you weren't supposed to do, go do that and see what happens. Again, as a joke, just to see how you get attacked, because it is a cult. There is no backup for their claims that Inart is better in any way, shape, or form. There is no proof of any of it. There is no facts of any of it. They can't show you or tell you or prove to you that anything is any better. All they do is talk. Blah, 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 beta, Inart, beta, blah, blah. That's it. That's all they do. They don't have anything to show you. They don't have anything to prove to you. It is impossible. But when you're retarded, anything's possible. It would be so great if Hot Toys announced Christopher Reeve. Correct. Those figures are all classics, right? Everybody's wanting them. The one thing about that Christopher Reeve Superman, the one thing that would be amazing at this point is, number one, the tailoring of that suit, right? If you have the original ones, you know that tailoring wasn't great. Those bodies back then weren't great either. And, that Superman is the best Superman still. So updated body, updated tailoring on those suits, updated head sculpt, right? Beautiful. So that's another classic that everybody would like, at least. And I would hope that it's, a matter of time, like this Robo Kane, right? 2012 was the announcement, the tease at least. And here we are. So hopefully that's a thing eventually, but we'll see. We'll see. Fantastic Four world premieres. I didn't even know that. 40 like. Thank you guys. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. Thank you, everybody. Inart is not going to get gurus. Exactly. I don't think so. But again, who knows? Inar's going back and drawing up to Justin's suggestion on his review. Another thing. Oh, I'm helping design the Superman. You are not helping design shit. Stop trying to sound like you're cool when you're just a tool. I didn't mean to rhyme, but he gave that Inart Superman that pubic curl, and suddenly, oh, I designed it. The figure outfit was designed for the movie. So that figure is already designed. You didn't design shit. The actor wasn't designed. The suit was already designed for the movie. That's why we're seeing it in the movie. That's why Hot Toys and InArt are copying what they saw in the movie. They're not designing their own suit of the movie. So stop talking shit. Always running your mouth like you're doing something special. You're not doing shit for this community besides robbing them blind with your connections. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I'm designing. You're not designing shit. Can't stand that shit. Always talking shit, trying to make himself look special and feel special. Oh, I'm designing. Look what I designed, guys. I designed my holographic 85. You guys like my design? The fuck out of here. So stupid. Somebody makes a figure. Imagine every figure that's already made. Guys, I designed it. You like it? You like what I did to the figure that was already made and they sent it to me made, but I said I designed it? It's a fucking joke. Wayne, my friend, you definitely been in my I feel like I haven't seen you in years, Wayne. Can you imagine getting hit over the head with Harry Potter? Yo, that's Rudy all day. And the thing with Rudy is, it is understandable, right? InArt is the only company making Harry Potter. You have no other choice. You're a fan of Harry Potter. That's it. Where do you go? You have no choice but to suck it up and buy whatever it is that they're making if you like that line. That's it. But you're still getting hit over the head. Super expensive product that is not that great. You can justify it all you want. You could say you love it all you want. You could say it's the greatest all you want. It'll never be. They could be decent. Absolutely decent. I would hope that they would at least be decent. At those prices, you better believe it. They better be decent. It'll never be great. Ever. And I've said this already like 4 times within the past 3 days. InArt knows very well that they cannot compete with Hot Toys. Black Adam. That's all I'm going to say. I've told you guys this story at least 3 times already. All I'm going to say is Black Adam. If you don't know the story, look up previous projects that InArt was doing. Then find out when the Black Adam came out by Hot Toys. And then find out when InArt canceled their Black Adam project. And then get back to me. And then tell me why you think that happened. If they're so good and they're so great, you tell me why they canceled a project after the King did it. Reading the comment on Facebook about Justin. No, I'm telling you, he got destroyed. Put that on a shirt when you're in time. That was a good one, right, Albert? I should make that. Oh my God, that was a good one, Albert. I should guys, do not steal my line. This is gonna be patented tonight. Do not steal it. Anybody who uses this line will get sued. Oh my God. FabsFigures, buy it or please. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you ever buy it, and I find out, and you don't ship it to me within 24 hours, Ash, oof. But when you're oh my God. No, that's what it was. Did you guys not see it? They glued Artisan hair to the side of the fucking Superman. And he goes, I designed it. Holy shit. The inaccuracies at Inner Super. No, the whole thing is off. The suit, the collar, the likeness. Everything about that figure is trash. Everything. The closed eyes head sculpt for you to. The fuck is that gonna do? Holy shit. Internet needs to get rid of that pointless. There you go. Exactly. It's a joke. Useless. Is that Barbie kind of? J&D made Harry Potter. See, I didn't even know that. But I know what's his name. I know Rudy is buying the inner ones. Again, very expensive. But he's a fan, and what is he going to do? He wants those figures. What is he going to do? He's got to suck it up and buy. That's it. That's all you can do. It just hurts when you know you're overspending for garbage. That's why it hurts. We got a super chat from this broke guy. Welcome. Look at this super chat. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Stay away from me. Every figure ever made out of design. No, I'm telling you. It's a joke. Like, he thinks that he's like that his input is so, oh, look, guys, I told them to make this. Shut the fuck up. That's like asking for breast for bread stuff. All right, guys. So, like I said, if we get some more action, I'll be back tomorrow. If there's anything, to talk about, I'll be back tomorrow. If not, then I'll see you probably either Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, because we're going to get more shit anyway. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.